be hyping and getting people ready for the launch of Animal Farm. Then Animal Farm goes live early October, in the first week of October. And I'm releasing some alpha right here, so don't get the exact date next Tuesday, but it's in the first week of October. We'll be going live with Animal Farm, and then about 2 weeks after that, we'll be launching the Dogs Roulette and the Pigpen game. Very shortly after that, we'll be launching, I would say about 2-3 weeks after that, we'll be launching the new Drip UI, and that new Drip UI will come in conjunction with the new contracts. And the new contracts are, they're not alternatives to the reservoir or alternative to the faucet, because we don't want to draw attention from the faucet or from the reservoir. Those are our main products, and they will remain the main products for Drip. But they're essentially a layer that lives on top of them that adds another gamification mechanic that rewards people for getting into the faucet, and it creates essentially an extra incentive to get into the faucet and into the reservoir. But when they stake into the reservoir or into the faucet, it goes into the same contracts as the existing reservoir and into the existing faucet. So it supports the reservoir and it supports the current investors in there, but there's a new level of gamification to it, and that level of gamification is rewarding large depositors and rewarding essentially random people that enter in, but not in a way like anybody else has done it in the past. The way that there has been some people that have created gamified structures for getting into staking contracts that will reward, say, the largest depositor or a random depositor. And if it's not done correctly, then you have a situation where right before this period ends, the system gets botted. People all jump in to try to be that largest depositor. You get a spike in the price, and that just creates an opportunity for the whales to dump then. And you just have an arbitrage, and that's all that happens. The way we've designed it is completely different. It's completely unique, and people are really going to love it. With the UI, we wanted to go, and I know people love the current Drip UI, but we wanted to give a more professional look to it, a look that is on par with what you would see from traditional investment banks. And we've completed the design. We're in the process of doing the code part of building the design. And another major adaptation or improvement that we've made to the new Drip model is the team airdropping system. So currently with the team airdropping system, if you want to airdrop somebody, first you need to put whatever filters you want to determine who is going to get rewarded on your team. This will give you a list of wallets that meet your requirements, and then you have to send one airdrop at a time, confirming each one at a time. And for people with thousands of members on their team, in some cases, they're doing hundreds of transactions. That gets expensive. That's time consuming. With the new model, the way that we're integrating it is with a original and independent airdropping contract. And when you create your filter of who you want to give airdrops to, you'll essentially just hit one button. Those addresses and amounts get fed to a contract, and then they're all sent out in one transaction. So it takes something that was previously taking up hours of people's time at some point, and sometimes $20-$30 if you're doing 100 transactions on BSC, now takes 3 seconds. So these are major improvements that we've wanted to do for a while. They required a full rework of the UI and contract work, and we've been so busy building all of these other use cases for Drip and our other products in the space that we needed to essentially bring on devs to specifically work on the drip UI and the new drip contract, which is something that we've done over the past couple months. I brought on James Debstreet. James Debstreet is a developer who has built several other alternative front ends to drip that have some very cool analytic tools that make it very easy for the average user to understand the value that they're getting from the system and be able to plan their investment strategy in the platform. So another major thing that we're bringing to the new drip site is these new analytical tools. And this image that you're showing right here is essentially just showing the structure of the new charting and the new swapping UI, just to show that we're going for a cleaner, more institutional feel. A lot of the design and a lot of the the stuff is missing, of course, because this isn't the finished product. And I showed a video, I don't know, about a month ago, with some of the additional design in there that will make it into the final version. But really, I just put this out to show people that it's being worked on. We're getting there, and it will be ready to go shortly after the Animal Farm launch. And then, to wrap it up,